It was a day to say thank you. Teachers and students at Rden Elementary School celebrated volunteers who have helped them out throughout the school year. News 19's Loren Thomas was there and joins us now with the story. Loren.
Well, Andrea, I got a chance to chat with the volunteers. Some are retired, some just starting their careers, but all of them are finding out they get more out of giving their time than they thought they would.
It's just a lot of fun and it's very rewarding.
Rita Paul is one of the many who spend time at Rden Elementary School each week. Paul is a part of the Midlands Reading Consortium program and tutors students in reading and math.
You're working with them on reading skills, but you're also spending time just with them for that period of time every week, and so that certainly lends itself to the special attention that I think goes a long way in the lives of some of these children.
You fill in the gap. You bring those resources.
Dale McClendon is the school counselor at Rden and says that nearly 85% of the students in the school are on free or reduced lunch.
So with that type of status, you know our students don't have the resources, the parents don't have the resources to provide the additional and the supplemental support that our kids need.
McClendon says that's why volunteers are so important to the future of these students.
So the funds are so important, as well as physically getting in there, working with our students in those core subjects such as reading and math.
Paul used to develop education policy for the state, but she says being on the ground level working with children has been most rewarding.
While I wrote policy, I never really was in a classroom.
Well, students from Lakewood High School in Sumter are taking their talents to the Big Apple to perform at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, they're going big time. Loren Thomas got a chance to meet up with the choir before they hit the road. Take a look.
This is fantastic. It's amazing.
Like, this has been like a really big dream of mine, and it's like coming true.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. 31 students from Lakewood High School are headed to New York to perform at the famous Carnegie Hall. Choir director Herbert Johnson says they are one of 20 choirs around the nation that are scheduled to perform.
We came across the opportunity to send in an audition tape to Carnegie for this national festival that we're going to sing at, and so they selected us across the nation, which is quite an honor.
Parents and students gathered at the high school on Thursday night saying their goodbyes before hitting the road. Some parents were a little nervous about their children going so far away from home.
I'm excited and scared all at the same time.
I have two going, and so they'll be there for each other, and I'm afraid once they get to New York they might not want to come back because it's going to be so much fun, so I'm excited.
The choir will be in New York for 3 days, seeing the sights as well as going to a Broadway play. However, a few juniors and seniors will be missing prom, but Erica McClain says that's okay.
I'd rather take this experience over prom, because prom, you can always go to prom, but New York is probably one of a once-in-a-lifetime chance, especially Carnegie Hall.
Once the bus arrived, students piled on, ready for the 10-hour ride to New York. Reporting in Sumter, Loren Thomas, News 19, WLTX.
South Carolina Department of Motor Vehicles is changing its policies following a lawsuit with a transgender teenager. The changes mean that people will be able to wear makeup in driver's license photos regardless of their gender. News 19's Loren Thomas joins us now from the Information Center with more on how this could change things for anybody the next time they go to get their license. Loren.
Well, Andrea, this all stems from a lawsuit against the DMV last year after they told a transgender teen to take off her makeup and to look male for her photo. Now she's looking forward to taking a new picture just the way she looks every day.
I'm Chase Culpepper, and today is a very good day.
An announcement on the steps of the State House is shining light on changes to South Carolina DMV policy. A settlement was reached with the DMV and the family of 17-year-old Chase Culpepper. It's a settlement allowing her to wear makeup in her driver's license photo.
And from now on, people applying for a license will be photographed the way that they appear on a regular basis, even when their hair, makeup, or clothing doesn't match the DMV's expectations of how a man or woman should look.
Chase was born male but identifies as female. In March of 2014, she was told to remove her makeup while taking her DMV photo. Now, over a year later, she will soon have a photo that matches the way she looks every day.
I'm feeling very happy and very thrilled that the policy has been changed.
Attorney Marshall Wynn says this is a victory for all people in the transgender community.
The DMV has agreed to change their policy, implement training, and they have issued an apology to Chase, and that's worth mentioning.
Chase is now looking forward to taking her new photo.
I'm not really exactly sure what I'm going to wear, and really honestly it's not even that important, because just being able to walk in to the DMV and having a new experience to change the wrong that was done in the past is just going to be amazing.
Now, I did speak with the spokeswoman for the DMV, and she told me that they do not comment on litigation, whether past or present. But according to the settlement, these new policies should be in place by the beginning of May. In the Info Center, Loren Thomas, News 19, WLTX.
It doesn't take place until September, but the town of Irmo is once again preparing for their annual Okra Strut Festival. Following an investigation into funds from last year's event, the Okra Strut Commission is making sure that everything is handled correctly. News 19's Loren Thomas was at tonight's meeting and has more on exactly what was discussed.
And each year, this commission does a great job of putting that festival on.
Kirk Luther, chair of the Okra Strut Commission, says he's looking forward to this year's festival that brings thousands of people to the town of Irmo. However, he is concerned about the amount of say the town council has over the project.
The ordinance clearly states that the commission is in charge of the festival and makes the decisions for the festival.
Councilwoman Kathy Condon says this year the council is stepping in to control the finances, a role previously taken on by the commission.
The Okra Strut had some money, but a lot of it came from the general fund, and that's the public's money. And we wanted the accounting to match all the accounting that the town does, which is transparent.
Back in January, Richland deputies began investigating the possible mismanagement of funds from the festival. Condon says the town will control the funding until the investigation wraps up. Until then, there's the question of hiring a new administrator for the Okra Strut Commission.
It gets pretty hectic beginning around this time through the end of September. So an administrator we feel is needed. We've been asking for one since January, and for whatever reason we're not getting our way.
The Okra Strut administrator is the only paid position in the group, and the commission is working on a short list of names to give to council for that role. Councilwoman Condon says she just wants this year's festival to be a success.
We want them to succeed, and we'll do whatever we can to make that possible.
In Irmo, Loren Thomas, News 19, WLTX.